So how did it get this bad? And more importantly, what is being done to help consumers?
7 on your side's Dan Krauth with a story that is part history lesson and part economics lesson, with plenty of takeaways for cost conscious.
You know, the new word is affordability. Another word is just groceries.
With New York's next mayor standing over his shoulder, President Trump spoke about affordability, the very issue that helped get Zoran Mamdani, as well as Democratic gubernatorial candidates in New Jersey and Virginia, elected.
We had, both of us, we had the highest inflation in the history of our country the last 4 years under the Biden administration, and we've got inflation down now to a normal number.
And Mr. Trump is not wrong. With the country and the world dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, inflation soared. It peaked at 9.1% in June of 2022. Now it's back down to 3%. That might have some asking, if inflation is back to pre-pandemic levels, why aren't the prices of everyday goods?
So inflation measures the rate of price increases. What we're seeing right now is that prices, while they're not going up as fast as they were a couple of years ago, they are still going up. Once prices increase, they tend to be sticky, meaning once they've gone up, it can be hard for them to come back down.
So where do we stand right now? First, let's take a look at the grocery store shelves. Overall, the price of food that you may buy and eat at home has increased 2.7% from last year. Specifically, coffee is up a whopping 18.9%. Beef and veal have gone up 14.7%. Candy, bananas, seafood, bacon, and canned fruits and vegetables have all increased significantly from year to year.
Companies here in the U.S. that are importing fresh foods from abroad, so coffee or bananas, have had to pay higher costs to bring those foods in. And what we've seen is that can pretty quickly get passed down to customers.
Earlier this month, the president signed an executive order that lowered tariffs on imported beef and other produce that grows overseas. And while that may help, it is impossible to ignore what White House tariffs may do to gifts this holiday season. Once again, let's check the shelves. Electronics will see the biggest impact, costing shoppers an extra $186. Clothing and accessories, which are also greatly imported, will cost an extra $82. And toys could cost shoppers an extra $14 this holiday season.
A lot of retailers stockpiled ahead of the holiday season. They brought in a lot of products before tariffs took effect. So that's helped keep some of those prices from spiking dramatically. But the longer the tariffs stay in place, the more likely prices are to go up as those higher costs get passed down to consumers.
It's important to note the Trump administration has put significant pressure on drug makers to lower prices, and many have. Egg prices are also down year to year. And consider this, some items simply have not seen significant price hikes over time. Dishwashers cost relatively the same as they did 10 years ago. And something like a MacBook Pro has gone down in price even as memory and processing power increased. Certainly a mixed bag here, which can also be frustrating for consumers.